Hi, this video is about activities, and the activities are mainly, we can say it's mainly the heart of the system. Without activities, you cannot do anything. So where do you find the definition of the activities is if you go to the services, you go to management, and here you have your activities. As you can see, you have here a couple of activities that you can say from when start at and end at, and then you can say if it is in E4 booking or not. So now I will try to explain you what this make as differences, and why also you should have a duration of a period if you have the E4 booking. So the activities mainly should be in a ski resort like a snow sports school, lift, tubing, magic carpet. That will be probably the main activities that you should have. Then after, if you wanted to make other activities like here we can see rentals or Cordura Cafe, that will be more for the HR. So let's see now how all this come and what has this activities as a result. So if I stay here and I take my membership, if I go to my junior season pass, whatever it is, and then I go to my session and I look at the access here, currently it says that that seasonal pass is only have access to season pass. But fundamentally for me, it doesn't mean anything, because you will not have gates that gives you that you have a need authorizing to access the season pass. It would be more the lift ticket. So when you say here, for example, lift ticket, and you are at the lift ticket and you say they give lift ticket, you will be able to say on the grid color you can use the pricing also, so you can say what is the price of the lift ticket depending on the day and depending on the time in the day. So you can have the text color, but of course for a lift ticket usually you will not use that much except the pricing. And you can also say this product can reserve how many days before. But you see, if I take Cordura Cafe and I'm trying, I will not be able to go here because it is not, there is no reservation, and you have no access. Mainly you have no access. So I will disable this one. So you go to you see that you have the lift ticket, but what is more important, I will give access to Cordura to show you another result. If I am here in the session, I can say if the service has no end, I can give the duration, but I can give access restriction. So here, if I am in the lift ticket, you have defined the duration of a period. So now I can say no access, for example, on the Monday morning. So now that will not give access in the morning. If I go to Cordura, you will not, I will save the modification, but you will not be able, because Cordura is not linked with E4 booking and you didn't give a duration of the period. We need to have duration of the period like in the lift ticket, so that we can see all the times here that are configurable, and that you can say see if it is access or not. So that is why the activity are so important here. And usually the activities that you link to a ticket, it's the same for the ticket that for the seasonal pass. Then you will be able to connect with the access control and say what is accessible or not. For example, if you say tubing, you can have a seasonal pass or a ticket that gives access to the lift ticket and to the tubing, or just tubing, or just the lift. So that is the first part, but it goes a little bit more further too. If you wanted to have a product that you can use for private lesson, then you have to go to the products. So I close the service here and I go to the products, and in the products, then if you wanted to have that product that becomes available to make oh, I am not in the good one. I need to go to the session, and in the session, if I wanted to have a product that you can use in the private lesson, you have to go to the session, and then you have to give an access right to the snow school. That are all the products that you will see when you try to sell lessons. You will see the product that are linked to the snow school. But again, you do not give access. So it's another way to work with the activity so that you can say which product can be used for the lessons or for the programs also, the multi-week programs. Another way that it's used is if you go to the HR. So if I go to E4HR, then in the HR for each person, you can have the activity link. So you can say that that person will be, for example, if you have a monitor, then you have to link it to the snow school. So if I link that person to the snow school, normally I will show, it will show in the E4 course. It will also be used in the action when you wanted to make a schedule. Here you have to decide for which activities you want to make a schedule. So it's used there too. So you see it's used in the E4HR. And now if I go to E4 course, there it's also used to show you all the reservation and everything is linked to the activities. So that is why we recommend to not say that do you have an activity ski, an activity snowboard, an activity something else, because you wanted to see all what happens in the snow sports school at once. So if I go to the private booking here, you will see that I have the snow school, and then I can have the Baldi bar, the rentals. So it will come up here because these activities are linked to E4 booking. So you should normally link, say that it's linked to the E4 booking only if you need to see them in a grid. So that is to explain you a little bit more in details for what stands the activities, so that you can understand better how the system works about that. But we will go in depth in each of these modules to explain you how to use this activities, but that gives you a better idea to start with the system.